I love talking to Trails fans because they always have something to tell me about the history of Arabonia. Hi, I'm here at PAX East 2023 with Justin from NIS America. Hey, Justin.
Hey, how's it going, dude?
Pretty good. We just wanted to check out your lineup that you're showing over here. So can you give us a rundown? We can start with Grim Grimoire OnceMore.
You got it, yeah. So we have quite a number of titles here, all different types. Starting off with Grim Grimoire OnceMore. This one is a real-time strategy game. It has a lot of magic elements, a lot of fantasy elements. It's all about resource management, lots of great artwork. And what's awesome is that this is a remaster with extra features. So this is actually a great time to discover this title if you didn't get to try it out all those years ago.
Did you try this game out on PS2? Were you one of the few?
I was not on. I missed it on PS2, unfortunately. But you know, for people like me who didn't get a chance to try it on PS2, this is like my time to try it and discover the magic.
This is your time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what else do we got?
Yeah, so. Right around the corner here, we have, right behind this building, we have Rhapsody, Marl Kingdom Chronicles. Specifically, we have Rhapsody 2 and Rhapsody 3. These are awesome because they have not seen a modern console release in quite a while. And we did Rhapsody 1 with NIS Classics, but now we're giving these two their own 2-in-1 collection. So great time to see like the continuing stories of Cornet and the family line, and lots of the music that's been brought into this new system. So great time to try this as well, another hidden gem.
So these games these games haven't come west yet. This is going to be the first time available.
Exactly. Yep.
How is it returning to those games for localization and for English audiences?
Yeah, so we did do some new English localization for the voices. The songs are still in Japanese though, so you can still enjoy that classic music from the original releases. Just like we did with Rhapsody 1, Rhapsody 2 and 3 are optimized for for PS5. So you can kind of get still that retro feel, but it feels a little bit new for those who have tried the original release. So not so old looking.
The first one is available as pretty classic.
Yeah, it was on an NIS Classics, I believe, volume 3, I believe. It was one of our recent NIS Classics. So we did Rhapsody 1, and then we decided to do 2 and 3 together, kind of bring the whole collection there.
How are those Printy Classics? How did they do for you guys? Do you enjoy those? Is that something that you're actively looking at continuing?
It's kind of up in the air. I know that when we do decide to do a classic game from like the old NIS catalog, it's always with a lot of thought and consideration. Sometimes we're not even aware of what we're doing until we decide, this feels right. So you just gotta stay tuned and see, who knows.
Moving on, what you guys are showing a couple Trails games?
We are, yeah. So right behind here, we have Trails into Reverie, we have Trails to Azure, and then we have the Legend of Nayuta. And it's pretty awesome. We just released Trails to Azure a few weeks back. It wraps up the Crossbell duology, so now everyone can experience the story of Crossbell with Trails from Zero and Trails to Azure for the first time in the West, fully localized in English. And then right around the corner is Trails into Reverie, kind of the big sort of Avengers style game where all the Legend of Heroes games kind of come together. You can see it with new English localization. It's going to be on PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch. So anyone who's been following the Legend of Heroes series can finally sort of see the culmination all together. And then finally, right behind there, the Legend of Nayuta Boundless Trails. This is a spin-off series. It's also a real-time action game with some platforming. So still kind of adjacent to the Legend of Heroes universe, but it's its own story. You don't have to necessarily do a lot of homework to get into Legend of Nayuta, and it's just a fun, lighthearted, different title for Falcon fans. I
love talking to Trails fans because they always have something to tell me about the history of Arabonia. You can tell me about Lloyd and the SSS.
Yeah.
I know the names, guys. I'm a fan, all right? I know you all doubt that I know this stuff, but see what I'm doing right here? This is quintessential nerd talk, all right? I don't even need the cameras to actually continue this. I don't need him to tell me the lore because I already know it. I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this for you.
Wow.
When it comes to Nayuta, this game is totally removed from the series, is that correct?
Yeah, it's correct. So Legend of Nayuta is its own game. It follows a different set of characters. There's pretty much not really any reference to the main Legend of Heroes storylines in Legend of Nayuta. It is adjacent in that you'll see a lot of similar elements, but like I said, it's its own standalone story, its own spin-off. It even plays different. It's not a turn-based RPG like a lot of Trails games are. So it's kind of a nice, lighthearted, different take on the tale. And if you like sort of those classic kind of, platformer style, with magic, with like whimsical elements, Legend of Nayuta is a nice kind of departure from the Legend of Heroes series. But for you hardcore Trails fans, Reverie is what we've been building up to. You definitely don't want to miss it. You'll definitely want to play the crossbow duology before you jump into Reverie.
Who's your favorite character?
I mean, I'm a sucker for teachers, so Sarah Veilstein, from the very beginning, I want to grab a beer with her.
Yeah. Don't we all? Don't we all? Are you guys showing Disgaea 7 as well?
So we don't have a playable version of Disgaea 7 here, but we are still talking about it. We do expect it to be kind of, the return to form. We are really excited to see how it was received in Japan, so we're excited to bring that to the West. We anticipate having a playable version later this year, so everyone can try the demo later on this year. But for right now, we do want to start talking about what's in it, what makes it different.
Yeah, so there you go. Look out for more NIS games coming out this year. It's going to be packed, it sounds like. We got Grim Grimoire on the horizon.
We do, yeah. It's a couple weeks away, I think. Very close. Less than a couple weeks away.
Hopefully we post this before it releases so it makes sense. So thank you for your time, Justin.
Yeah, thank you so much. Good seeing you again.
Gather all the mana you can. It's about a princess who went searching for a prince, all on her own.
The Highlands to try and reignite the fires of war.
Even seeing your mask, I get the sudden urge.
Noisy Pixel.